best sunrise I've ever seen. Clickbait. You see that? That's the sunset point. This is our hotel. And that's the sunset. Good morning, guys. I am Akanksha. This is Globetrotting Hills, and today I am in Cappadocia. So my journey started from Kayseri airport, where I landed from Istanbul after a 1-hour flight. And I should stop speaking. Let me show you where it started from.
There are two airports in Cappadocia. One is Nevşehir and another is Kayseri. We took a flight from Istanbul to Kayseri because that was the closest airport to Goreme and also the cheapest flight. This one and a lot of other domestic flights operate from Saw Airport, which is on the Asian side, and it is a little further away from Istanbul city. So we took a taxi, got scammed, which you can watch in my previous video of Istanbul. And here we are at Saw Airport checking in for our flight to Kayseri. The check-in was very smooth, all electronic. You need to print your own boarding passes, own bag tags, and just drop off your bag and you are set to go.
That was very easy. 2 minutes check-in. Massive region. It's not a small city, and inside that region there are cities where you can stay at. You can stay at Uçhisar, Goreme, Nevşehir, which has the most hotels. I'm staying at Goreme, which is the most popular city in Cappadocia. So from the airport, Goreme is about 1 hour 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. The Kayseri airport doesn't have any shuttle buses like Istanbul airport, so you have to pre-book your shuttle bus if you want to use that. Or you need to take a taxi, private taxi, which is actually pretty expensive. It's 950 lira for one way to Goreme from the airport. We were trying to book an Uber, but Uber is not available here. The hotel sent a shuttle to pick me up at the airport, and I had no clue about this. I had not booked a shuttle bus, so this is very different. Let's see, he took my name and the hotel is correct, so going there. We didn't have any other option apart from this because the taxi was very expensive, so hoping this will be cheaper. We have reached our hotel and it looks beautiful. We are staying in Goreme. This is the most touristy spot in all of Cappadocia region. You can also stay in Nevşehir or Uçhisar, but Goreme is where you'll find everything. So we chose this place. We are staying at Local Cave House, which is a beautiful place. They have a pool, one of the few places that have a pool, and I think I'm just staying here for 2 nights. Trust me, if you want to come here and stay somewhere, stay in a cave hotel, not the normal ones, because you'll love it. This is an experience. Look at this place. It's beautiful. These hotels are all made inside caves. So this is basically a cave which has been carved out into a room. I mean, wow. Look at that. I'm so happy. This is the best part.
Then it was time for some lunch because we were starving the whole day. We had only had some leftover Turkish delights and I needed some food. So we found this restaurant called Gurme Kebab in Goreme center and
just ordered the chicken skewer and lamachul. I've been wanting to eat this since a lot of days, but now finally got to eat it. Let's try it with a dip. Achha. Probably not as a meal by itself, but something as an accompaniment. This is a great thing. Now let's try the chicken. I don't know if that's how you eat it. Chicken is so nice. Yum. Oh my god, this chicken is so good. Finishing up with some tea. Very nice food. Very nice service.
Sen my crazy chef. Crazy chef.
Crazy
nice
chef.
To meet you. Yes.
You have to
My
come
name
and
is
meet
Biro.
Biro.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Lovely service, and yeah, this is a nice place to have lunch or dinner at, and it's right at the center of Goreme. I was thinking to go to the sunset point to watch the sunset, But look behind me. If you see that, that's the sunset point. This is our hotel, and that's the sunset. After that beautiful sunset, now I am going out and just walking around in Goreme. Some of these places are so beautiful. Look at that behind me.
Our agenda of the day was to find out some tours that we could book at a nominal price. So we walked around, asked a few tour operators, and then booked one which gave us the best price. And we also met this little guy who was super cute, super friendly. Oh my god, I did not want to leave him.
So we just booked Ilara Valley tour, the Green tour, and ATV. There are heaps of places like that sell tours. Because if you want, you can book hot air balloon online because they tend to fill up. But if not, you can come here and have a look and negotiate a good price, check out different places, speak to different tour operators, and then decide which one you want to take. Today we booked Green tour, ATV tour, and the shuttle back for 2,000 lira for 2 people, which is a very good deal, about 160 Australian dollars. And yeah, we had booked the balloon tour online with Get Your Guide, and we're going for that tomorrow, but that's separate. If you want to come here and negotiate prices, you can do that, and you can get a good deal over here. Don't worry about it.
Well, you see, Goreme is not a large city. It's a small town. And there's one street in the town which is lined up with souvenir shops, gift shops, and tour agencies, as well as restaurants and cafes. So you will find everything at one place. I checked out a lot of different souvenir shops. I did want to buy some things, but then I did not have that much weight available to carry back to Istanbul, so I dropped the plan. But if you are here and if you like something in Cappadocia, in Goreme, make sure you get it, because you will not find it anywhere else in Turkey, because certain things are just specifically found in Goreme and nowhere else. One of those things was a wine holder which I really wanted. I thought I'll buy it in Istanbul. I did not find it anywhere in Istanbul. And to end the day, we wanted to just have dinner at a very authentic local style restaurant which served local food, because I love to try different local cuisines and to try the flavors of different areas. So I thought while we are in Cappadocia, we should definitely try the Cappadocia style food. So we started searching for some places.
One more thing I really like about Goreme is that the restaurants have their menus displayed outside. So you can actually have a look at the menu, the prices and the items, and see if you like it and if you want to have that or not. That's what we have been doing. We have been just walking around and looking at menus at different places, and then we'll decide where we want to sit and eat. There are heaps of restaurants, and they're all so nice and so well decorated. You will be spoiled for choices. So we finally picked this restaurant called Chef Kebab Steak Restaurant, which specializes in Adana kebab. If you are into kebabs, you would know what this thing is. And we are not trying Adana kebab here. We are going to try clay pot chicken, which is very famous and a specialty of Cappadocia.
I was actually being spoiled in Goreme, because wherever I was eating, they were giving so many accompaniments. I mean, I loved the food there. I want to go back. But yeah, look at the location of this restaurant. How beautiful, isn't it? Clay pot chicken is also called pottery chicken, which is a very famous Anatolian dish in Goreme. A lot of restaurants serve it, and this is how it looks.
It's not spicy, but it's very flavorful, and the chicken's very soft. I really like it. I love these kind of different authentic food when I'm traveling somewhere, and this is one of the must tries. Someone I know on Instagram suggested me, so thank you. That's why I'm having it today. And yeah, happy eating.
We called it a night after dinner because we had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go out for hot air ballooning. We had booked our experience with Get Your Guide, and I had done it well in advance because I knew hot air ballooning was going to get filled up pretty quickly. We got picked up from our hotel early in the morning, dropped off at the takeoff site, and we saw all the balloons get ready for the takeoff. It was an amazing view. I mean, look at how many balloons are taking off. The whole experience was about 3 to 4 hours, and we paid about 280 Australian dollars per person for the flight, which also included a nice little champagne and some breakfast in the morning. Do you know Cappadocia is the best place to go hot air ballooning in the world? It runs balloon flights almost every single day of the year, and hundreds of hot air balloons fly together at the same time. It was a beautiful experience. I cannot explain it. It was in my bucket list, and I scratched it off, and I saw my life's most beautiful sunrise. That feeling was so fulfilling. I cannot explain it, and I cannot tell you how amazing it feels to be high up in the air and watch that sunrise in that incredible landscape. I have a full detailed vlog about my hot air ballooning experience in Cappadocia, how I got there, what I did, how much I paid, everything from start to finish, which you can check out here. And while you watch that, let me enjoy my balloon flight. After the hot air balloon tour, we came back to the hotel and took a nice long nap to charge up for the evening.
So this is Sultan Cave Suites, and most probably you have heard about this place. And there's like a queue every day to get photos inside. Earlier it was free, but now I think they charge 10 euros for photos. That
40
works.
euros.
It's 40 euros now for 30 minutes. Wow.
Oh shit.
So now it's 40 euros for 30 minutes. Now we are heading to get some money exchanged. Someone told us that we can do it at the post office, so let's see if they have got some good rates. I don't think there will be any good rates over here, but we need some cash to pay for our activities. Thank you. Oh, खाना है डोनर?
अभी क्या तुम लगी है?
नहीं, भूख तो नहीं लगी. मिल जाएगा तो खा लूँगी.
तो एक ले लेते हैं.
Okay.
अभी पहले currency कर लेते हैं.
Okay, let's exchange some currency first. So this is the post office in Cappadocia and Goreme, and they are open. So we just came out of the post office without exchanging money because he was asking for new currency notes and not accepting old currency notes. Trying to find another place. So let's see if they exchange it. Otherwise, we'll use ATM to withdraw some cash.
There are not many places where they exchange money in Goreme, but we found this one place where they were accepting Australian dollars and exchanging it for Turkish lira, and that's where we exchanged our money. But here's a tip from my side. If you're in Goreme, you will not find good currency exchange places in there. The post office does it, but they would not accept some kind of notes. That was what happened with me, and the rate is really bad. So make sure that you have all your money exchanged and all the cash that you need in hand before you come to Goreme. Do it in Istanbul, do it in your home country, but do it before you land in Goreme because there are not many places. We found this one, which is a travel agency that was offering a decent rate, and they also accepted the currency that we had. All of that and a nice lunch later, we were picked up by a shuttle bus that took us to the place where we were supposed to gear up for the ATV tour and head out.
Getting ready for the ATV.
Yeah.
And this is the brake.
Break.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. You don't need to touch anything.
How does it feel, Zen?
Very hard.
Very hard? This is my first time doing ATV, although I'm just riding it, I'm not really doing it. But this is really cool. It's not that expensive either. And if you have got like a little bit of sense of driving, you can do it. I think I can also do it, but I'm just not that confident. So I'm letting him drive the ATV, and I'm just sitting and enjoying the views and making videos for you guys.
This ATV tour cost us 400 lira for 2 people and 1 ATV, which means 200 each, which is very cheap, and it takes around a few places in Goreme and finally ends at Sunset Point. It's a group guided tour and super safe because you will be with a lot of people and there is no chance of getting into an accident because the only thing you have to do is brake and drive in a straight line. Okay, we are here at Love Valley. This is our first stop and my ass hurts sitting on the bike, on the ATV. It's hot, it's sweaty, but it's so much fun. So this is Love Valley and look at those rock formations. They look like penises. I think that's why this place is called Love Valley. But Cappadocia looks stunning. I mean, I haven't seen a place like this before, and it's so unique. I'm sure you'll love it. You have to come here and you'll know when you visit. On the road again. But you have to remember two things when you're going in this tour. It is super duper dusty and it gets very hot in the afternoon, like 4 p.m. ish when the tour starts. So you will have to beat the heat and drive. Our second stop of the day is this monastery. So there's like a little bit of walk. We are waiting for 10 minutes, so I thought we'll just go quickly, head up and see this place. Wow, it looks incredible and something totally out of this world. I have never seen a place like this before. As the sun was going down, the valley was turning into gold. The sun rays were falling upon it in such a nice way that wherever you look, it was a different shade of yellow, white and brown, and it was looking like we are driving on Mars. I was sure I had made the right decision by going on this tour and looking at the valley in this sense. Our last stop of the day, which is the Sunset Point here. And I think every other ATV company brings you here because there are like heaps of them parked. One tip, if you're doing ATV in the evening, don't take a shower in the morning. My whole body is all dusty. Now the main adventure begins, to go up there and fit in between those people so that I can see the sunset because I really want to see it. There were too many people, I'm too short, can't even stand over someone's head and see the sunset. So there were no hopes for me to catch the sunset behind all those people. I mean, I can't see anything. So I just skipped all of that crowd, came to the side to admire the beautiful landscape of Cappadocia. As I did not have many days left to spend, I should not have done this. I should have planned more days to stay in Cappadocia. It is worth it. It is a place where you should stay more, and I am regretting it right now as well that I did not spend many days there. And that's the end of our tour. We are heading back to where we started from, and it was amazing. I'm definitely going to try driving it next time. I was a little skeptical about whether I can drive or not, but it seems pretty easy. The roads are mostly straight. And the other ones are pretty like okay-ish. I think I can do it. So next time I'll be on the driving seat and then we'll be making the videos. Bye bye ATV. So final thoughts on this tour, I would definitely recommend it. It is an absolutely amazing way to see the valley and you will not regret spending money on this. It's cheap, it's fun, and anyone can do it. If you can't ride a bicycle, doesn't matter, you don't have to balance it, you have to just drive straight and it's super easy. At the end, they spray you with air so you can get some of the dust out. That's what he is doing, and then you go and get a shower. All done! That was a good day. Started off with a balloon tour, ended up with an ATV tour. I don't think I can do it any better. I had forgotten, but we had booked this restaurant called Sophie's Kitchen yesterday, and it's a very popular place. We came here yesterday for dinner, but it was booked out, I think. So we thought we'll just make a reservation for today, and we came here just on time. Their menu looks pretty reasonable, and they have got vegetarian options as well.
Salty है टमाटर
नहीं?
salty.
So in Turkey there's this yogurt drink which is available everywhere. We are trying this for the first time. He didn't like it. It's salted lassi.
Finished the day with some dinner in Goreme, and this place was recommended, but the food was not great. I forgot. I had ordered Turkish ravioli, which is I think also called manti, and I hated it. Not my thing.
I don't know how I feel about having yogurt with... No, not my thing.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
We called it a night after dinner, and I will continue this story in my next video next week, where I will show you what I did in my last day in Cappadocia and everything about Green Tour, because that's what I did. And if you're still here, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so you get a notification of my next video, and don't forget to hit the like button because I will get a little bit of boost, and I will see you next week with my next video, because this story does not end here.